Hello. So, I'm recording this video because I've gone on a date. So, I think this is date number 11 for this year. It's June. Unfortunately, all of the dates have been first dates. I haven't really made it to a second date this year. So, that's kind of where we're at. And it has been my decision not to have the second dates because I don't believe in wasting people's time and I don't want mine wasted. And although I'm single, some people would rather keep dating someone even though they know they're not really interested in them because they're like, hey, it's a free meal or it's a free movie or it's a free, whatever kind of function, and it's some company. But I like the company of myself. I can be my own company at home, free, not having to, put mascara on, lipstick, clothes, and whatever. And or I could be out with my girls. Like I have a good time out with my friends. So I'm not one of those people. If I don't feel like we have chemistry, then I will not, try to agree. I won't agree to a second date. I am in the process of driving home from the date. It is 3:30 in the morning and the date started at around 8 p.m. So that's kind of where we're at. So that lets you know it was a good date. I had a good time. We went to first we went to Olive Garden, and it was a little issue where, okay, so he got there and I was not ready. I was not at Olive Garden, and he came all the way from Newport News, which is an hour away, but still he had to travel, and he got to Olive Garden, and I still was not there to meet him on time, coming 5 minutes away, because he came to the Olive Garden that's 5 minutes away from my house, even though he doesn't know that he was 5 minutes away from my house. See, I've already pulled up in my driveway. But he was, and so as a result, he was like, I'm gonna find a Walmart. Is there one close here? And I was like, yeah, it's about 7 minutes. It's about 7 minutes away. So he found the Walmart, and he said he had to go get some gum and something else. So he went to Walmart real quick. I don't know why he couldn't go to a 7-Eleven. Hey, people have their things. People love Walmart. I don't like Walmart. Y'all like my nails? Ooh, blingy. I don't like Walmart, so that's not what I do. But he went to the Walmart, and so once I got to the restaurant, he was not at the restaurant. So then I had to wait for him. So once he probably got there, it was like 8:15, and then we waited just like 5 minutes for a table, and then we sat down. We had a really nice hostess, and unlike my last date, he was really nice to the hostess. He interacted with her. Her name was Savannah. We both liked her. She was really sweet. Come to find out, she's in symphony with my god sister. See, you never know who knows somebody who knows you. And I'm glad that I was pleasant with her. So therefore, when she interacts with my god sister, then she's pleasant with her, and she can tell her she had a pleasant experience with me. So you just never know who knows who. But so you're nice to people anyways, just because. But we had a good time. The food was good. Okay, let me tell you, he is very animated when he eats. He's like, oh, it's so good. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Oh, this pasta is so good. You want to taste this? I'm like, I got the same thing you got. He was like, but you didn't get these kind of noodles. You got those skinny noodles. You want to taste it with these noodles? I'm like, no, I like it with this angel hair pasta, sir. It's not skinny noodles, it's angel hair pasta. I like it like this. I'm good, so I'll just keep it this way. But I just thought it was cute. And then he got this drink that I recommended, which was a watermelon Moscato sangria that they have. And he was like, oh my goodness, this is so good. Everything is so good. And then he does like a happy dance when he's eating or drinking something, and it's really good. And he just like, he could be someone who does videos on eating and people would watch it because he's just so like, oh, it's so good. Oh, the texture of the cream and just the richness, and like the way he describes it, it's just funny. And so I was kind of, just entertained by that. He's very nice, personable. He wants to talk all the time. He's older than me, so I am 38 and he is 43, and so we got a 5-year age difference. He doesn't have any kids. So he wants to get married and he wants to have kids. So that's good. And I want the same. So we want those things. He likes wrestling, so we talk about wrestling a lot. That was the way in. That's how we started communicating. I really started taking him seriously into communicating, and we kept going back and forth with messaging because we started talking about wrestling. And he was like, "Oh my goodness, it's so refreshing to meet a woman who likes wrestling." And I was like, "It's so nice to meet a man that likes wrestling." So we kind of went. He knows the people's real names. He knows like all these backstories. He knows all the way from the 80s. And, so that's really good. So he's thoughtful. He's like, I can make your grass greener. I can get your grass greener for you. He had asked me to take some pictures of my yard. I had showed it to him. He was like, I can do this. I can do that. I can irrigate. I can rent something and do this and do that. Set up sprinklers. So he's very invested in me having a nice yard. He's invested in, me getting things around the house done. And although right now I'm not comfortable with him coming to my home, I appreciate that he not just trying to come and Netflix and chill. He trying to put in some work and do stuff around my house, which is what I need. I need a handyman. And if I can get a handyman without having to pay a handyman, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, my love language can be acts of service for a month or two, even though it's really quality time. But if you're going to do some stuff around the house, I can make it acts of service. But so I appreciate that. So Olive Garden. After that, we went to Cine Bistro, which is a movie theater here, to go see the Shaft movie. So he had never been to a Cine Bistro, so it was all new to him. He liked it. We happened to go to a Shaft movie that wasn't. We got there early and it wasn't sold out, and so that was good because we were getting our tickets once we got to the theater. Usually with Cine Bistro, you need to get them online and reserve them early because they're sold out. But we had a good time, and the waiter in Cine Bistro had come up there to speak. Like somebody else had already taken our order, but he recognized me because I go to Cine Bistro every week. I'm an avid movie person, and he was like, "Hey, I thought that was you. I saw you yesterday. With Aladdin, because I went to go see Aladdin like the week before. I mean, the day before yesterday, and I was there, and he saw me, and then he had seen me the week before when I went to go see. Was it the week before or 2 weeks before? Me and my friend had went to go see Mom, the movie Mom. So he's just like, yeah, I was like, yeah. He was like, you want some candy? Or I was like, no, I already, put in an order for candy because with my points with my card, we had gotten free candy, so we had already put in the order. But he was like, oh. He was looking at me like, oh, he knows you? And I was like, yeah, I come here so much. It's him and there's like 2 other guys. I was like, they're so nice to me because I come so much. They always, kind of hook me up with like popcorn or a drink or candy, just something like that. And he's like, oh, okay. And he was looking like, uh-huh. And then I was like, yeah, they're just so nice. And then he was like, yeah, I think they probably like your eyes and they like your voice, just like me. So I don't really know if it's just they're really nice. And I was like, oh, okay. But I really think it's just because they're nice. I tried to change the subject because I was like, maybe this doesn't look so good. But he took it with stride. Like, he wasn't jealous. It was no problem. He spoke to them, like, and they spoke to him. So it was nothing like that. So I appreciated that. He made sure that I remembered to bring a blanket and have like a cardigan or something, and he made sure I was warm because it got a little cold in there. He made sure if I wanted to refill my drink. He was like, do you need me to do anything? I was like, no, they take care of it. They do it. Don't worry about it. We had fun. We laughed. The movie was good. We enjoyed it. And afterwards, we like sat outside because it's just such a beautiful night. It's a full moon tonight. It's beautiful. It's about 70 degrees outside. And it's just my type of weather and it's his type of weather. So we sat outside. We looked at the stars and the moon. And then we went to the car. Casino Bistro is like at a mall. It's at a mall called Stony Point. So the scenery is really beautiful when you come out and you can walk all around. So we did that. Then we sat down and talked and looked at the stars and stuff. And then we eventually went to the car. We came back to Olive Garden where his car was parked. Sat in the parking lot. We talked. We talked about, he kept saying like, this gonna be our spot when we go to Olive Garden. Hopefully we can get Savannah again, and he talked about future plans with me. He was like, I can't wait to see you again. When do you think I can see you again? You think I can see you? I was like, well, maybe, I don't know, because this weekend coming up is my cousin's wedding and I'll be in Portsmouth, which is closer to him than Richmond. I was like, but I have so much going on. I don't know if I'll get to see you. And he was like, I don't know. Maybe during the week I could try to see you. I was like, yeah, but you're so tired. And this is the thing. I know he's the one that's coming to me because that's another thing I appreciate, because he's a man and he understands that he needs to come to me. So in no way, shape, or form is he trying to make me come to him. He's just not trying to do it. And so I just know that that's a lot on him, having to drive to me. And he was like, he understands that when you're courting a woman, you need to come to her. And then when you get in a relationship, she can come to you, you can come to her, mix it up. So I appreciate that. So I just don't want, sometimes he has to be to work at like 6:30. Sometimes he'll get off till 6. And one night he got off at 7. And, to try to come down here during the middle of the week and try to, have dinner and then just drive back. It's a lot. And I'm not trying to have him do that. But he's like, if I can't see you next weekend, I don't want to have to go a whole nother weekend. Like, so that'll be 2 weeks without seeing you. So I get that too. And I appreciate that he's already thinking about when he can see me again, how much time is going to lapse, what he can and can't deal with. Because that means that he's eager. He told me that he loves my eyes and my voice. And he was like, I know I've told you that over the phone. I just think you're so pretty. He was like, but I just want you to know that your pictures don't do you justice. You are even more beautiful in person. Your skin is flawless. And I'm like, no, it's not flawless, because look, I've been having some issues this week with my skin. Usually my skin is not a problem, but this week it has been a problem. And I tried to minimize it as much as I could. So obviously I did a good job because he really wasn't seeing it. But I enjoyed him. He wasn't aggressive. He wasn't he hugged me a lot. When it was time to go, like we were talking and being outside, he was hugging me. And I'm 5'2", he is 6'1". I like the height. It had been a long time since I had been with a tall man, because lately I have been dating men that were taller than me, but just not tall for a man standard per se. And I just appreciated his height again. I appreciated that. And it was just like, he was like, you're so short and cute. I was standing on my tippy toes and he was hunched down. And, he had good hugs and he held my hand in the movies. And, yeah, and I was okay with that. Sometimes I can be standoffish with that, but I was okay with that. And I went into this date having really low expectations because unfortunately, unfortunately I have my points where I get frustrated, and then I just try to prepare myself so that I don't get really disappointed. and because I've been on a lot of first dates this year. So I just was like, temper yourself, pray about it before you go in it. Don't have any, abnormal expectations. Just, you know. And I'm glad I did because he exceeded my expectations and I had a good time. And I'm going to wait for him. I'm going to go in and take a shower and wait for him to get home before I close my eyes. Because technically today is Sunday and it's Father's Day. And in a few hours, I have to put on and be energized and give my daddy my absolute best and all of my attention in my full day because I love him dearly. But I just, and I'm tired. I do want to go to bed, but I need to make sure he gets home safely. So I'm just going to take a shower, clean my face, and brush my teeth and stuff. And hopefully by then, lotion down and stuff. And hopefully by then, he will be home. And then I can go to sleep. But I had to let you all know that I'm actually looking forward to a second date with somebody that just hasn't happened this year. And so I'm thankful. I'm thankful. Yeah, I'm thankful. I don't know what it's going to be, and I'm not trying to put pressure on it to be anything. I'm just grateful that I want a second date and that he wants a second date and that we're planning a second date. Like, this is a big deal for this year. So, thank you for listening to me. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for your investment in my dating life and my love life. I appreciate it. And I just hope that my courage, like Maya Angelou says, have the courage to give love one more chance, and then one more chance, and then one more chance after that. So basically, she's just saying, just have the courage to keep going and keep giving it a chance. And I just hope with my courage to keep going and to keep giving it another try after try after try can encourage somebody to do it who hasn't dated in a while, who's gotten discouraged. I just hope that you'll give it another chance because you just never know. My cousin is getting married next weekend. I told y'all. She started dating him June like 4th or 6th or June 6th or something like that of last year. He told her, he's a pastor. He told her God said that he was supposed to marry her. And they started dating June 6th of 2018 and they're getting married June 22nd, next Saturday of 2019. Won't he do it? Okay? So if it can happen to her, it can happen to me and it can happen to you. So thank you.